Not even a month into 2026, and America just kidnapped a dictator. Trump is trying to take Greenland. Tesla's introducing monthly subscriptions. But hey, at least the government is banning big corporations from buying houses. I'm both excited and terrified for what the rest of this year will bring us. I wonder how the people who hyped up 2026 as the new 2016 on TikTok whenever it was December 31st, I wonder how they're feeling right now. The 2016 glaze is unreal. Are we sure we want 2026 to be like 2016? Do some of y'all forget what actually happened in 2016? Because it wasn't just blasting chain smokers closer, we also blasted a poor gorilla too. Y'all remember Harambe died in 2016, right? And that's like why our timeline is so screwed. And no, please don't jump into a gorilla exhibit this year in an attempt to recorrect history. I don't think history works like math. Two negatives will in fact not cancel out. If World War III really happens in 2027 next year, I just pray that Grand Theft Auto 6 actually releases this year in 2026, because at this rate, I don't know if we're all gonna be alive to play it by then. Hell, I don't even think we'll have enough RAM to even run it, much less other new games at the rate that their prices are going these days, because everyone would rather sell RAM to AI data centers who are buying it instead. Like guys, 2026 is not gonna be 2016. It's gonna be exactly what it was always meant to be, 2026. Regardless of your stance on politics, the Venezuelan raid was insanely impressive and also incredibly terrifying. We can capture and secure another nation's leader like we're just ordering next day shipping, but we can't redact files properly? Well, if there's one thing America was always good at, it's the military. We may not have universal health care, but hey, how many nuclear-powered aircraft carriers do y'all got in your backyard, huh? None? That's cute. We got 11. Whether people believe this was for oil or to intimidate Russia or China or whatever takes the college-age Twitter users are coming up with, the result of this raid has made most Venezuelan people happy. And you know what? I don't want to take that happiness away from them. They've been liberated from a de facto terrible leader. Everyone's talking about the Call of Duty games they're going to make out of this raid, but no one is mentioning how this was more Ace Combat coded than COD coded. Regarding the aftermath of this raid, the United States is now overlooking the country. Whether that's gonna bode well or not is not something I'm an expert in. So instead, what I'm just gonna say is I get the feeling that our taxes alone won't be enough to cover this possible multi-year endeavor of overseeing another country for however long we need to. But hey, they got oil, so maybe our gas prices will go down? Like seriously, alright, if this entire situation somehow doesn't benefit the average American citizen in the slightest way, I'm genuinely wondering what the job of our government is these days. Like what are they going to do? Oh look, they are doing something for the average citizen.
A potential game changer in the housing market. President Trump says he wants to slam the door on Wall Street investors buying single-family homes.
Lowering house prices. So the US government is making an effort to ban Wall Street and other major investors from buying single-family homes. And if you're anyone who's tried to buy a home in Gen Z or Millennial, you'll know that it's pretty infamous that big, massive corporations will buy up homes at much higher prices that normal people of normal salaries can't compete for, and then rent those homes out. It's just continuing the cycle of you will owe nothing and you will be happy. And I don't care what side of the political spectrum you stand on, but we have to agree this is huge and it's a step in the right direction to stop massive corporations from buying up these homes as potential investment properties, because single family homes should be for people to raise single families, right? It shouldn't be owned by massive corporate conglomerates. Could this have been done sooner? Sure, but I'd rather it be in writing now than never have it ever happen at all. Truth be told, the reason we never had it in writing before is because we kind of just operated on a trust system that this wouldn't get abused. And I could yap on about how corporations back then weren't corrupt, but loopholes are loopholes, and people have been exploiting this one way too. I don't know why I say people, it's just a select few. It's the elite. The elite have found out to exploit this one, so it's about time we start closing it. Because not only has Gen Z and millennials have we just been absolutely depressed watching car prices double or even triple for certain models, that has also happened for homes. But in the era of everything being rising prices, it's great to see that something is being done to try to bring the most expensive purchase of everyone's life, our literal living space, down to something more reasonable. you will own nothing and be happy. A few years ago, I used to think it was just like absurd and over exaggerated, but every single day, it seems we're actually crawling closer and closer to that phrase being a reality at a shockingly fast pace too. Didn't we already have this situation with BMW and their heated seats? At least with the Beamer fanboys, they fought back, but the amount of Tesla nutchuggers that are bending over and just spreading their cheeks for this is just insane. Like, if you don't know, FSD or full self-driving, which used to be a one-time payment, a whopping $8,000, comes with your car, not cheap by any means, but at least when you bought it, you had the feature permanently, because again, it's your car that you bought, so you should be able to use all the features that came with your car. Well, not anymore, since after February 14th, 2020, wow, that's Valentine's Day, what a horrible gift for anyways, it's now becoming a subscription service. I will say that current owners will thankfully be grandfathered in, at least according to Tesla right now. And the reason I mention that is, here's the reality of this situation. Companies love asking for an inch, but then they'll take the mile later on. It's like a test to see what they can get away with. I mean, look at what happened with the stop killing games movement. Even if you pressure companies to let you keep a product functioning after you've purchased it, there's always the chance they're still just going to duck their head and be like, if I can get away with not letting you access the product you purchased and maybe charging a fee later, I'm still going to try to do that. And that's my ultimate fear of this. You know, who knows? They might change their mind. Maybe the people who got grandfathered in, maybe a year or two down the line, they also are paying the subscription service. Even if it's at a discounted rate, that would still suck for them, right? And I have to mention this for like the 3 IQ Balmonks who keep trying to turn this political. Like, why are people turning this political? This isn't me questioning the quality of the product. Like, every time you mention this, a lot of comments always start defending, like, FSD is worth it. It's such a good technology. It's worth paying for. I'm not saying it's not worth paying for, but when you pay for it, shouldn't you own it? Shouldn't it just be part of the car that you bought? Why are you paying continuously for it? That's my problem. And especially since that's going to set a trend for the rest of the automotive industry. This is absolutely going to set off another wave of auto companies trying to push that button again. They're going to try to do this attempt to charge monthly for things like heated seats, air conditioning, and other basic features, because the reality is Tesla's a pretty big company. If they can get away with it, you know that the other automakers, they're going to kind of point at it and be like, well, if they got away with it, we might get away with it too. And this is something that's 100% going to circle through their boardrooms. Now, on the non-doomer side of things, I do need to remind Americans that the world does not revolve around us. Tesla doesn't make up much of the EV market share anymore, especially across the globe. Chinese EVs are continuing to dominate, not just throughout Asia, but even through Europe now. Most of these EVs, by the way, also offer some version of FSD for free that just comes with the car. So for Tesla to essentially put their company at a disadvantage from their competition worldwide just to milk domestic customers because they know they're cult-like loyal, that just seems like a very short-sighted strategy, you know? I'm sure it's going to still result in higher profits for Tesla for a bit, but they're going to continue to bleed out globally as at the cost. Even though you can milk your cult-like following here in the US, globally, those countries have a choice, and they're going to look at the other competition and be like, well, this guy doesn't charge for it, this guy does charge for it, I'm going to buy the one that doesn't charge for it. Unfortunately for us American citizens, we don't really have said competition because it is still completely banned from being sold in the US, so we're unable to legally buy those cars. And I still think that's insanely weird as a country that prides capitalism and corporate competition, innovation, and free market, right? Like allowing customers to have free market choices. It just seems a bit strange. Anyways, while we're covering doomer news, why not add the largest concern that I and many others will have and still have for the rest of this year, and that's if we could even play Grand Theft Auto 6 or any future game at all because of the freaking RAM prices. I am so sick of AI being needlessly shoved into everything. A lot of people I knew who used to be pro AI, or at least were just indifferent to it, so they were neutral, are now finally radicalizing against it because it now personally affects their life. AI isn't just taking commissions from Twitter artists like most tech bros in 2022 used to ridicule. It's now affecting all of us. Poor, rich, tech bro, farmer, even if you're out in the countryside, middle of nowhere, if a data center was built near you, bam.
If you live in any of these states, your electric bill is higher this summer. It's not because of anything you did. You're paying more because the world's biggest tech companies are building so many data centers.
This is what your power is supposed to look like, at least in North America. A 60 Hz sine wave. AI, however, is causing it to look a bit more like this. These are harmonic distortions, deviations from perfection.
If you do an AI search versus just a regular Google search, that requires about 10 times more energy on the processing end to get that answer. And one more quick point, I wrote this down. Connecticut, 71% increase in average residential bills in the last few years. California, 46%. Texas, 27%.
Now it's going to raise electricity bills. It's going to raise water bills. Boom. It's going to make RAM prices skyrocket, which affected gamers and really everyone who even holds a phone. And it's wasting lots of space as well because data centers aren't small by any means. Oh, and of course, it's still taking jobs. We're still kind of struggling with the whole layoff situation with AI. And these layoffs and underemployment as a result of AI is a trend that's predicted to continue throughout 2026 and possibly even worsen. If you haven't watched my videos regarding it in 2025, definitely go check it out after. But basically, we are genuinely damned if we do or damned if we don't in this situation. Whether we continue on the road with AI because it finally goes somewhere and actually does something useful for us, or if we backpedal from it and start having all the investments pull out of it and realize that it's just a stupid technology that hasn't really gone anywhere, the bubble will burst. But the result is unfortunately going to be the same, which is that people will lose their jobs and the economy probably will suffer. This comment sums it up perfectly. So either the AI bubble bursts and we all lose our jobs, or the AI bubble doesn't burst and we all still lose our jobs. Whatever happens to AI, it likely will be one of the largest contributing factors that determines our economy in 2026 and 2027. It's like every day I'm just looking around as the world's constantly trying to tell me, why bother writing? Just use AI. Why bother drawing? Just use AI. Why bother even thinking? Bro, people can't even play video games now on their own.
Look, now we're really vibing. Have a good day. Yeah.
Whoa, clean shot. Nice one.
Oof. Maybe aim for the head next time? Break line of sight.
Switch to burst fire mid-range.
GG, that was amazing. Ready to go again?
Now we have these stupid AI goon jars that are designed to backseat game people because people don't even want to think for themselves anymore. Like, isn't the whole point of playing games or really any hobby? It's supposed to be like an enjoyable experience. Like, why have a robot do that experience and leave you behind with it? Like, this is just some weird technological cuckoldry that I'm just witnessing. Like, people just want to be on that endless doom scroll and just have AI literally do everything in their life for them, even the enjoyable aspects. And that just sucks. Like, all of this needless shoving of AI into everything, it's so fatiguing. Why do we need AI in our vacuums, fridges, toys, and hell, I'm pretty sure there's even like an AI toilet somewhere too. Like, I wish I was exaggerating, but like, it's in everything now. Why are we wasting time on making things like this? If my computer breaks anytime soon, I legit won't be able to fix it, so I'll have to go back to playing RuneScape on a laptop. No more photorealistic ultra 4K anime mods in Skyrim or any hope of GTA 6, or even, bro, I've got Forza Horizon 6 and Ace Combat 8, bro. I need to be able to play the new games that are coming out this year, bro. That is the only thing holding me on right now. For the love of God, please, oh, I feel bad if people don't have a gaming computer built yet, because like, it's gonna get much harder in this coming year. It's already getting really hard even right now. But yeah, January CPM, still booty cheeks. So that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for stopping by. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe for more Doom posts and the occasional Hope Core, but mostly Doom posts. And I will see y'all next time. Bladed Angel out.